Hello, everybody. The Bloodfather here, bringing you episode 8. Uh, there we go. Thought I'd give you guys a nice close-up view. As you can see, I have changed my power armor a little bit. Which button? There we go. Uh, yeah, pretty much I just added some color to it, and I camouflaged my helmet. That way, then you guys can see my nice, beautiful face. Haha. On another note, I haven't really been doing too much. As you can see, I got this long deal coming over here to some powered furnaces. I'm cooking up a bunch, as you can see, a bunch of smooth stone. And here in a little while, I will show you exactly why. There we go. But yeah. Let's see here. I've been doing my regular mining and stuff like that as usual. As you see, you got a decent amount of copper, iron, copper, tin. And my resources are steadily going up. I hadn't really been using them too much. Been getting more refined iron because I do want to get me, instead of using the jetpack that's on my power suit, it's very hard to control for what I need to do. I'm going to build me, there we go. I'm going to build me a jetpack. Probably start off with a regular one. Don't know, yeah, I definitely don't have enough for all this just yet. That's some high-end stuff right there. But a basic jetpack will do fine. Along with that, probably I have been getting some coal dust. I want to make me a medium voltage solar helmet. Maybe even just go low voltage if I need to. That way then I can keep that jetpack charged while I'm using it. Other than that, as you can see, I do have zombie heads around. It's because of my vile sword here, which has the Bane of the Arthropods, which I really hate that enchantment, of Vorpal 2 and Soul Stealer 3. I have been using it to work on a zombie shard, as well as, I believe it's in this one. Nope. I'm very unorganized. There it is. I have a tier 2 slime shard already. They show up here and there. That's why I've been keeping my sword on. When they do show up, they usually end up spawning either in here or down here, as is what I wanted anyways. Today, my plan is to work on bees. I want to go ahead and start getting some bee production going. And yeah, as you can see, I still have my quarry. And here we go. Finally found it. It was actually not very far away from where I was at. Let me turn my jetpack off. And these guys, go away. Go away. Give me food. I need food. But as you see, this is the default size of your quarries right here. The way I'm doing it right now is I set one going one way, one facing another way. I put my ender chest in the center, and I power them with the energy tesseract, making it pretty simple. They do dig really fast when you put them at default size, especially with how much power is going into them. I am planning on probably later on, I'm going to expand on this. I've been working on my little test world, trying to come up with some real good ideas for setting up multiples and stuff like that. Thinking about, I won't go past 6 at one time. I don't know how well the sorting machine would handle all that. It does really good right now with doing 2 at once. So that's a plus side. And we could just drop down here. This thing will keep on digging. See how fast it's digging? It's beautiful. and yeah, it'll just keep on going until it hits bedrock. That's the joys of your quarries and stuff like that. Is it'll keep on digging until it can't dig no more. And jetpack back on. There we go. Okay. So like I said, today I plan on working on bees. Let's teleport back home. I'm probably gonna have to refill my lava at some point. Jump up. Oops, still jetpack on. There we go. But anyways, I do have a lot of bees, and I wanted to start utilizing them. I've managed to get, I have 2 forest princesses, 2 forest drones, a forest queen that I'd gotten from that villager, or from that empty village. I have tons of meadows princesses and tons of meadows drones. Um, to me, those are the best ones to start with. You could start off with other ones like the marshy and the wintry and stuff like that too. But to start with, I wanted to get me the meadows and forest. It always seems easier for me to start off with them, but I didn't realize just how uncommon it was to find a meadows bee. I went searching around for a very long time and only managed to find one other forest princess. And as you can see, I do have a bunch of other stuff in here. That's because I was switching stuff around. Um, but anyways, one thing that we are going to need to make, um, obviously, in order to do any type of bee stuff, you're going to need to make apiary. There we go. Apiary. Apiary is made like so. You have 5 wooden planks, some slabs on top, and then an impregnated casing. In order to make an impregnated casing, you have to have a carpenter with seed oil in it. Carpenter is actually real simple to make, and I've been holding off making one so I can show you guys how to make it. But it's pretty much, it's 6 bronze on each side, 2 glass, and then a sturdy casing. Sturdy casing is pretty much bronze in that shape right there. So let's go ahead. I should have, oh yeah, should have plenty of bronze for all this. And I'm gonna need it for another machine too, so I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 of them. And I'm gonna need some glass. And just in case, I'll grab a little extra bronze. Okay, so for the carpenter, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Glass and glass, and then voila, you got your carpenter. Now another thing we're going to need, because we need that seed oil, is you need a squeezer. Now, the squeezer is made with tin down the sides instead of bronze, which makes you your and along with your sturdy casing. So just come in here, grab me a little bit of tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and a sturdy casing. Now we got our squeezer. Now those are your 2 basic forestry machines. Another one I will end up making once the bees do start producing some stuff is a centrifuge. Centrifuge is easy as well. You just use copper. Yeah, you just use copper, sturdy casing, 2 glass, which I guess since I'm here, I can go ahead and make one now. What the centrifuge does is pretty much all the combs that your bees will produce. I can show you real quick down here at the bottom. Especially like your honeycombs, all your different bees produce different combs. Now all these I've gotten out of hives. But what it does is it essentially breaks it down into honey and other things like propolis and pollen. Sorry, is 2 things that come from combs. These I bought at the shop because at the time I didn't have slimes, and you could actually use these. You use 6 of these down each side, and then pulling down. Why do I keep saying pulling? Pollen down the center makes you a slime ball, and I was using that to make my magma cream that I needed. Um, but it is well worth it, and it's actually real simple to kind of set up a little automated system for all this, which I will probably end up doing later on. But there we go. See, we got our first 3 machines. After this, it's pretty much just kind of whatever you want to do. Okay, and we're back. Just had one of the bees die off right over here. So you see, there's nothing in this slot anymore. I did take the honeycomb out real quick and put it in one of these barrels so that I could just keep it stored for now. But as you can see, I got another Meadows Princess and 2 Meadows drones out of this. Essentially, manually doing this, you just click them and move them over. It's pretty much all you have to do. This drone will actually stay in here. I like to do that so that I know which ones still have your basic traits. Because after so much, don't know if it's the traits change after so many mutations, or not mutations, but after so much breeding or what. But after a while, I mean, they won't stack on top of each other with the basic stuff. They move on, and you have to get a whole new stack. Same with this. Oh wow, this forest queen over here just produced a lot more than I thought she would. That's awesome. That gives me enough to go ahead and do this number here. And looks like I'm going to have to stop for a little bit. Looks like the server's about to restart. I will be back here in a little while. Probably not right after the server restarts. Probably a little while after that. I'm gonna watch my bees for a little bit. Try to get them planted up or going pretty good, and we'll see what's up from there. Anyways, we will be back here in a few. There is another item I wanted to make real quick. Type in B here. It's called the Beealizer. Um, this is actually pretty simple to make. I'm gonna need to build me another carpenter and have strictly water going into it. Pretty much generally when you're doing anything with forestry, there's only 2 carpenters you need. One that has water in it, and one that'll have like your seed oil and stuff in it. Um, me, I usually have both. I'll probably like empty out this chest and scoot it further down or something. I like to keep all my machines together. I really cannot speak today. Um, so let me go ahead and get that all situated. Go ahead and get me another one put in here. Since I don't have any seed oil in here though, I could see how much water does it need. It needs 2 buckets worth. So actually, I can go get me 2 buckets real quick. I think that'd be the easiest way to do it. Believe I have some buckets in here. Nope. They're in one of my many chests floating around here. I really need to get a lot more organized. There we go, there's 2 right there. Which actually I was making some overclockers for my macerator so I could get stuff going quicker. So let's see, how much does that give me? Okay, so that's 1 bucket, so there's 2. That'll work. So what did it say we needed? We need some tin, some glass panes, 2 redstone, and a diamond. So that's actually not too hard. I got all that stuff here. 1 diamond, 2 redstone, 4, and glass panes I have in one of these chests down here. I'm very unorganized. eventually I'll get all this stuff situated to a more organized manner. And where are all my glass panes? There they are. 2 glass panes. Okay, now to use the carpenter, all you have to do, first thing you have to do is you ghost in your recipe that you want, and then you just put the materials down here. So put those there, 1 diamond, and 2 redstone, and voila. And there we go. Now it's building me my beealizer. Now the beealizer is actually very important, especially when you start doing your crossbreeding with your bees. Which actually, when I head over there, I'm probably going to make a small attempt to do a little bit of crossbreeding and try to get me the next species up, which is called the common species. As soon as this is done, there we go. So I can take these out. I don't need those anymore. And as you can see, it's empty now. Or, well, it says water, but it should be empty. If not, oh well, I can make another carpenter to go with this. I'm not really using this just yet. And why do I have stuff laying on the ground? Which chest were you in? There we go. Okay, now just to give you a quick idea of how the beealizer works, let me get my honey drops. It's used with honey drops, that's why they're so important. I'm going to go ahead and take these honeycombs out. And we'll go ahead and centrifuge these up as well, so I have more honey drops. I believe I should have a few bees in here. We'll do it with my Valiant Princess. We'll do it with my 2 Valiant Princesses, just to show you, because sometimes the traits are different. All you have to do, when you access your beealizer, put your honey drops up here. You can either shift click to pop them directly up there, or you can click them one by one, pop them in the question mark, and boom, it's analyzed. It uses 1 honey drop to analyze it, and as you can see, it's got all sorts of stuff. It's got a fertility of 2, which means it's going to give you 2 drones and 1 princess each time after each queen dies. Affected area is the overall radius in which they can detect and affect things, such as the fertilization or the pollination of the flowers. And as you can see, it does require flowers. It is the slowest in terms of pollinating and very slow for production, but it does have a long lifespan. If you drop down to the next one, it tells you what kind of climates it can live in. Normal climate, normal humidity, with 0 tolerance either way, means pretty much it has to be in a plains biome or a meadows biome. Another good thing is it is a cave dwelling bee, which means it doesn't have to see the sky, and it's nocturnal, which means it'll continue working at night. The flyer one means that it can work in the rain, but I don't have that one yet. If you drop it down to the next one, it tells you the possible things it can make. You got sugar and this honeycomb. Not sure which one that is. When you drop it down again, it gives you all your possible mutations, because the Valiant Bee is used for different mutations. And then the last one just gives you the biology info. What kingdom it belongs to, class, order, family, genus, and species. Now we have that one, so let's analyze this one real quick. And as you can see, slowest, slow, long flowers. We come down here, everything's the same. So these 2 are actually exactly the same, which is a good thing. And as you can see, when you exit out, the honey drops will not fall. They'll actually stay in your beealizer, which is another cool thing. And we're back, everybody. A couple of my bees have started dying off. That one over there, since I redid it, along with this forest and this forest, they're still going to take a little while. But the rest of them did die off. As you see, I got me another forest with some more drones. So we'll go ahead and recirculate those ones. And I got some honeycomb out of that. This one over here got me another meadows. And what do we have over here? Another meadows. And that one's still going. So pretty much what I like to do is I like to keep my drones going, especially so that I have plenty of drones for all the different crossbreeding. On top of that, so that I can, you don't have anything produced. Um, Try to get the serums out of them later on. That's one of the biggest things. The more drones I have, the more I will be able to get. Um, think I forgot. I did forget them. I knew I'd forget them. I meant to bring some extra bees with me so I could do some cross species stuff. Um, so what I'm going to do is we're going to, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head back real quick and get me some bees since I forgot, and I will be right back. Okay, and we're back, everybody. I'm trying out something different here. Um, since I am in a marshy biome, I am next to a marsh biome. Pretty much right above this mushroom right here is an aviary or apiary for jump for I can't even speak today. Marshy. It's going to be for marshy drones, and they require mushrooms. Let's just turn super jump off. They require mushrooms. So you generally what I do is I dig two down underneath that, since it does have to be dark for the mushrooms to be planted. I dig two down and then I put the mushroom in there, and as you can see, uh, yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? I hope so. And as you can see, I did bring a lot of bees with me. I will show you why here in 1 second. Let me just make this look pretty real quick. There we go. Okay, so a lot of my bees. Wrong one. Ah, now it's starting to lag on me. A lot of my bees did die off. Obviously, it's nighttime, so they're not working right now. I went ahead and refilled most of them, except for that one. I need to fill that one real quick, and I want to put forest back in there. And in this one, as you can see, I got a silky comb. Now this is the first comb you get where you have a chance of getting propolis from it. When you centrifuge it, you get silky propolis, and then you can turn around and centrifuge that one more time, and it gives you a chance of getting regular propolis and silk wisp, I think is what it's called. Excuse me. But that's all it is about that. I mean, it's your first step. You need propolis for a lot of things, um, so it's very handy to start getting that produced as soon as possible. Now, as for these three right here, these are going to be my crossbreeding. First thing I wanted to do in this one, I wanted to go ahead and put a marshy princess in there with a meadows. Now this is the beginning of your crossbreeding right here. Pretty much what's happening, as you can see. The main trait all depends on your princess. For instance, if I used a meadows princess with a marshy drone, I'll have to make sure that it is in a biome that the meadows can be in. For this one, I'm going to do meadows and forest. And in this one, I'm going to do forest and meadows. Now these are your beginning combinations. All your basic bees pretty much make the common drone. So if I type in, it'd probably be easier just to scroll down to it. There's only, I think, 4 beginning type bees, or no, there's more than that. What am I saying? Where are they at? I know they're in here somewhere. There they are. These are all your pretty much your base bees. You got your forest, meadows, modest, which is found in deserts, tropical, which is found in jungle biomes, wintry, which is found in taigas. Rockies are used. They're from extra bees mod, I believe. Those are actually found underground in caves and stuff. Those are really good for getting the cave dweller serum, so that your bees don't have to see the sky. Water drones typically found in river biomes. Pretty much the hives are found underwater. That's pretty much it. See if I could find the common hives you would normally find, which I'm not really finding any. Where are they at? I know they're around here somewhere. Seen them just a minute ago. Up one more. Down one. Ah, stupid wheel. Wow, really? Click next. I'm not seeing them. What the hey? I don't think they were all the way back here, were they? No. Let's do it this way. Type in hive. There you go. These are all your basic hives that you will find. Marble is really common. Honestly, I run into marble all the time in pretty much any biome. You have nether hives, which obviously by the name is found in the nether, and they can only be produced in the nether. There were a few that I had spotted, but somebody already swooped them up, so I'll have to go and search that again at another time. Rock hives, which are the ones you find usually in dungeons and stuff like that, that's always found underground. Water hives, which is found in water. Then you got swamp, snow, jungle, desert, meadows, and forest. Forest is always found in forest biomes. Meadows, typically meadows and plains biomes, really common to find. Desert, obviously, jungle, obvious, snow, obvious, and swamp, obvious. But these are all your base bees. When they're combined together, you have a slight chance of a genetic mutation of getting the next branch up, which in this case would be common. And wow, see right there, I already got a common without even meaning to. That is kind of awesome, to be honest. So that'll actually make it easier for this video. Tropical. Where did a tropical come from? Now I'm kind of curious. I know that that bee was from a villager deal. I wonder if the villagers were crossbreeding. Um, but this is your common. Obviously, this is a hybrid. It has both common and tropical traits to it. Um, you can wing these out slowly, which is what I'm probably going to try to do. Um, but this is your first step in the evolutionary track, and that actually explains why I was getting silky combs, because those you only get from jungle. And as you can see from here, there is the possible mutation of forest and jungle, or forest gives you can give you a common. Anyways, we'll be back here in a few minutes once these other ones are done breeding. Okay, everybody, we are back. Just before it hit nighttime, these guys finished. So we'll go ahead and run these through so you can see. As we see, got a pure common right there, and a common meadows right there. And I believe it's this forest. It's a forest meadows. Trash, in my opinion, because I mean, it's not real much I can use out of them. I can use the forest aspect though, but generally, if it doesn't have the desired trait that I want, like I want common, even if I would have gotten like a forest common, I would have been happy. But since it's forest meadows, it's kind of trash. I don't throw them away just yet. What I plan on I'll actually save them and use them later on.
for my gene pool machine. So now that I got me a common princess, I'm gonna go ahead and breed these two together and see how I get, or see what I get out of that. Pretty much, I want to get as many commons as I can. Um, but anyways, that is the conclusion of this episode. This is the Bloodfather signing off on episode 8. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, if you guys want to come join us on Roadcraft, I'll have a link in the description to the website so you can fill out an application to come join us. If you happen to join, feel free to say hi to me when I'm online. Um, and as always, guys, have a good one and take it easy.